Kazakhstan, a land where the whispers of ancient nomads still echo across vast steppes, and modern skylines reach ambitiously toward the heavens. It's a country that defies expectations, blending rich traditions with bold modernity. Here, the legacy of fierce horsemen intertwines with the strides of a nation racing towards the future. Welcome to Kazakhstan, the most interesting country in the world, where every corner holds a story waiting to be discovered. So, Kazakhstan and Russia have this massive border stretching over 7,000 kilometers. When Kazakhstan said goodbye to the Soviet Union, this huge line in the sand became a big deal. It's not just long, it's epic long. Some folks argue that it's the longest unbroken border in the world. But it's in second place if you're talking about total length, even with breaks. The top spot, that goes to the Canada-US border. Think about it. That's like driving from New York to LA and back, and you're still not done. The Kazakh-Russian border isn't just a line on a map, it's a slice of history, marking a major shift from old Soviet times. It's a mix of mountains, plains, and everything in between, showing off some of the most diverse landscapes you can imagine. Kazakhstan's name holds a fascinating story, reflecting its deep nomadic roots. Kazakh means free spirit or adventurer, a nod to the country's past as a land of nomads. This Central Asian nation, named after its historic way of life, translates from Turkish as Land of the Free Spirits. Long before it became a melting pot of cultures, Kazakhstan was roamed by nomadic tribes, their lives shaped by the vast open steppes. Over centuries, this region witnessed a complex history. It became a pivotal junction for various peoples and empires. The Turks and Russians, among others, left their mark here. The Turkic groups played a key role from the 1st to the 8th centuries. They often clashed with the local nomads, eventually settling and influencing the region's cultural and ethnic landscape. Kazakhstan's history is closely intertwined with the Soviet era, especially regarding nuclear testing. As a former Soviet republic, it was a key site for the Soviet Union's nuclear experiments. Between 1949 and 1989, the Soviets detonated around 500 nuclear devices in Kazakhstan. The scale of these tests was staggering, equivalent to the power of 20,000 Hiroshima bombs. Most of these tests took place at the Semipalatinsk test site, also known as the Polygon. This site was chosen for its remote location. Still, the impact on the environment and local communities was profound and long-lasting. The radioactive fallout from these tests caused significant health problems for the residents in the surrounding areas, including increased rates of cancer and birth defects. The cessation of these tests in 1989 marked a significant turn in Kazakhstan's nuclear history. Post-Soviet Kazakhstan has taken a strong stance against nuclear weapons, advocating for disarmament and non-proliferation. During the 19th century, Kazakhstan experienced a significant demographic shift. Roughly 400,000 Russians moved into the country, dramatically altering its social fabric. This migration was part of a larger movement as around 1 million people from diverse backgrounds, including Slavs, Germans, Jews, and others, also settled in Kazakhstan during this period. Various factors influenced this influx. The Russian Empire's expansion policies played a key role, as did economic opportunities in this vast, resource-rich land. These migrations weren't just one way. They brought a mix of cultures, traditions, and skills, enriching Kazakhstan's already diverse society. Despite these changes, the Kazakh people remain the core of the nation. Known for their legendary hospitality, the Kazakhs have a long tradition of welcoming strangers. Kazakhstan, a nation with over 19 million people, stands out for its rich cultural diversity. It hosts over 130 different ethnic communities. The Kazakh group is the largest, followed by significant amounts of Russians, Uzbeks, Ukrainians, and Tatars. This mix of ethnicities contributes to the country's vibrant cultural mosaic. The Kazakh language, central to the nation's identity, has significantly changed recently. In 2017, Kazakhstan shifted from the Cyrillic to the Latin alphabet. This was a major move, considering Cyrillic had been used since Kazakhstan was part of the Soviet Union. This transition to the Latin script was more than a linguistic update. It aimed to strengthen ties with other Turkic-speaking countries, predominantly using the Latin script. Kazakhstan is crucial in the world's oil industry, boasting substantial oil reserves. These reserves are estimated to be around 30 billion barrels, placing Kazakhstan among the top oil-rich countries globally. This makes it a significant player in the energy sector. The country's oil production has consistently increased, reaching about 1.5 million barrels per day. In terms of consumption, Kazakhstan uses approximately 327,000 barrels per day. This balance between production and consumption highlights its capacity as a major oil producer. Kazakhstan's strategic investments in pipeline infrastructure have been key. These pipelines ensure efficient oil transportation to international markets, enhancing its role in the global energy supply chain. The southeastern oil reserves, mainly, have driven the country's economic growth. Among Eurasian countries, Kazakhstan ranks second, just behind Russia, in terms of oil reserves. Globally, it stands at the 12th position. With such vast reserves, Kazakhstan can sustain its oil needs for over 200 years without depending on external imports. Kazakhstan's traditional culture is a vivid tapestry woven from its nomadic history. The yurt, a portable, tent-like dwelling, is a central symbol. It encapsulates the nomadic way of life and the renowned Kazakh hospitality. Even in modern times, the yurt symbolizes cultural pride and heritage. Kazakhs keep their nomadic traditions alive through various festivals and games. One such festival is Koskures, a gathering that celebrates nomadic practices and skills. A standout in these events is Kokboru, a dynamic horseback game. It's not just a sport, it's a thrilling display of equestrian skill and agility deeply rooted in the Kazakh way of life. Kazakhstan is not just about its dynamic economy, it's also a land of natural splendor and cultural wonders. Candy Lake in the Tian Shan Mountains is a marvel among its many attractions. This lake is famous for its submerged spruce forest, visible through the transparent waters, creating a surreal landscape. Another natural phenomenon is the Singing Dune in Altai Emel National Park. This massive dune is known for its mysterious humming sound on windy days. This phenomenon continues to intrigue scientists and visitors alike. The Baytarek Tower in the capital city is a standout among cultural landmarks. Soaring to a height of 97 meters, this tower is more than just an architectural feat. Kazakhstan is also home to the Medeo Sports Center, renowned for having the highest altitude ice skating rink in the world. This facility isn't just a local favorite, it's a global attraction for children and adults who love ice sports. Situated in a mountain valley near Almaty, Medeo stands at an impressive altitude of over 1,600 meters above sea level. The sheer size of the Medeo rink is another point of wonder. It covers an area equivalent to 2 football fields, providing a vast space for skating and other ice activities. What makes Medeo truly unique is its location and construction. The rink uses a sophisticated freezing system, combined with its high altitude and pure mountain air, creating ideal conditions for ice skating. Kazakhstan proudly hosts 5 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, each offering a unique window into the nation's rich history and diverse natural landscapes. One of these sites is Saryarka, an area covering the steppes and lakes of northern Kazakhstan. It's renowned for its vast, untouched grasslands and is a crucial habitat for many migratory birds and endangered species. Another remarkable site is the Mausoleum of Khoja Ahmed Yasawi. Located in the city of Turkestan, this architectural masterpiece dates back to the 14th century. The western Tian Shan, a majestic mountain range shared with neighboring countries, is also part of Kazakhstan's UNESCO heritage. Kazakhstan is a treasure trove for those intrigued by history and culture, boasting an astonishing 27,000 monuments across its vast landscape. Among these numerous monuments, the Golden Man stands out as a must-see. The Golden Man represents a Scythian warrior adorned in magnificent gold armor. Discovered in a burial mound near Almaty, this artifact dates back to the 4th or 5th century BC. Lake Balkhash, an expansive body of water in Kazakhstan, is one of Asia's largest lakes. Covering an area of about 16,400 square kilometers, it ranks as the 15th largest lake globally. This vast lake is not just notable for its size, but also for a fascinating natural feature that sets it apart. One of the most intriguing aspects of Lake Balkhash is its split personality in terms of water composition. The eastern part of the lake contains salt water, while the western part is fresh water. This unique occurrence is due to the lake's geographical structure and the inflow of different rivers. The Ili River, bringing fresh water, primarily feeds the western part of the lake, contributing to its lower salinity. This distinctive division of water types creates a diverse ecosystem, supporting various plant and animal life adapted to these conditions. Berkuchi, a celebrated tradition in Kazakhstan, involves the skillful art of hunting with eagles. This practice, deeply embedded in Kazakh culture, showcases a remarkable bond between the hunter and the eagle. Trained eagles are not just pets, they are partners in hunting, adept at capturing various prey like rabbits, foxes, and small birds. The training of these majestic birds is a complex and revered art. Hunters, known as Berkuchi, invest years training their eagles, developing a deep understanding and connection with them. In addition to eagles, some hunters also train falcons, employing similar techniques. There's also a fascinating traditional belief associated with this practice. It's said that the hunter should keep the prey caught by these trained birds for at least a year. This custom is thought to bring good luck and success in future hunts. Kazakhstan's culinary landscape is rich and diverse, with beshbarmak reigning as the country's beloved national dish. Its name, translating to 5 fingers, reflects the traditional way of eating it, using one's hands, involving all fingers. Beshbarmak is a savory, fulfilling meal, typically prepared with large chunks of mutton or horse meat. These meats are chosen for their rich flavors and cultural significance in Kazakh cuisine. The meat is cooked until tender and served atop freshly boiled noodles. Kazakhstan's national drink is an intriguing and unique beverage, kumis, made from horse milk. Making kumis involves fermented horse milk, resulting in a slightly sour, effervescent drink that is refreshing and distinctive. For centuries, the nomadic people of the region have cherished horse milk for its nutritional value and availability. Fermentation, which turns milk into kumis, is an ancient practice honed over generations. There's also a strong belief in the medicinal properties of kumis. Locals often tout it as a natural remedy, with potential benefits in alleviating symptoms of common ailments like the flu and more serious conditions like tuberculosis. Kazakhstan is home to a stunning array of wildlife, including the majestic and elusive snow leopard. This rare and beautiful animal is not only a symbol of Kazakhstan's rich biodiversity, but also an important part of the country's natural heritage. Listed as an endangered species in the Red Book of Kazakhstan, snow leopards are a focus of conservation efforts. These creatures, known for their intelligence and striking appearance, are rare globally. Estimates suggest that only between 3,500 and 7,000 remain in the wild. Their scarcity is largely due to habitat loss and poaching, making their presence in Kazakhstan all the more significant. Kazakhstan is home to an impressive reptilian inhabitant, the desert or Caspian monitor lizard, known for being the largest lizard species in northern Eurasia. These formidable creatures can reach lengths up to 150 centimeters, making them a remarkable sight in the wild. Predominantly found in the western regions of Kazakhstan, the desert monitor lizard thrives in arid and semi-arid environments. Their size and adaptability make them a key species in the local ecosystem. These lizards have a robust build, with long, powerful tails and well-developed limbs, equipping them for life in challenging desert conditions. Kazakhstan stands out in history as the pioneer in taming and riding horses. This significant achievement dates back over 5,000 years. The Kazakhs weren't just the first to domesticate these animals, but also the trailblazers in horseback riding. This deep connection with horses is a cornerstone of Kazakh culture and heritage. Today, this legacy lives on in numerous annual horse-related events in Kazakhstan. In Kazakhstan, a unique and culturally significant competition called Kiz-Ku, meaning Catch the Girl, captivates both locals and visitors. In Kiz-Ku, the man and woman each mount a horse. The man's challenge is catching up with the woman, who starts with a head start. The playful twist in this game is that the woman is armed with a lash and can whip the man whenever he comes close. The outcome of Key's coup holds different rewards for the victors. If the man succeeds in catching the woman, he is rewarded with a kiss. However, if the woman wins and outpaces the man, she can whip him again. Traveling in Kazakhstan offers a unique cultural experience, and understanding local customs is key to a fulfilling journey. One notable practice is that Kazakh men typically do not shake hands with women. This is deeply rooted in religious and cultural traditions, emphasizing respect for women's modesty. As a female traveler, if you offer a handshake and a male doesn't reciprocate it, it's important not to take offense, as this is a sign of adherence to local customs, not disrespect. To navigate Kazakhstan smoothly, a few additional guidelines can enhance your experience. Learning some basic phrases in Kazakh or Russian is invaluable, as English is not widely spoken, especially outside major cities. Respecting local traditions is crucial, so dress conservatively, particularly in religious or rural areas, and always ask for permission before photographing people or private properties. In Kazakhstan, every step is an exploration, a journey through the layers of time and culture. This land, rich in history and brimming with future potential, invites you to discover its many faces. Uncover the unique, the unexpected, and the unforgettable in the heart of Eurasia. Welcome to Kazakhstan.